Hello, I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful 3D granny square. For this project I'm going to use a 5mm crochet hook and size 4 yarn, and you will also need 2 stitch markers. We start by creating a magic circle, and we will be making 6 single crochet stitches into this magic circle. Once you made your 6 single crochets, you can now close the circle. In the next round we will be working into the back loops of your work, but we're going to mark the first front loop because we need to know where it is. So we'll just mark that front loop first before we start working, and now we'll start working into the back loops, and we will be making 2 single crochet stitches into each back loop. So make your first 2. Now let's mark that very first stitch you created. It's just easier to know when you have done the full round then, and go into the next back loop and again make 2 single crochet stitches into the back loop. You will be doing this all the way around, just making 2 single crochet stitches into each stitch. And when you're making these 2 stitches, that's called an increase stitch. So we'll just carry on, and at the end of this round you will have made 12 stitches. Now that we've got back to the stitch marker, we will take the stitch marker out to keep going around in spiral, and again going into the back loops only. For the round 3 we're going to do 1 single crochet into back loop, mark that first one, and then we're going to follow this by an increase stitch, which is 2 single crochets, and you're still working into back loop, so you're doing a 1 single crochet followed by 2. Keep going all the way around, and for the beginning of every round we're marking that very first stitch so that you know that you have done the full round. But the very first stitch marker which we put in front loop, we don't move that at all. We'll leave that there. 1 more round into back loops, doing a single crochet into the first back loop, add your stitch marker there again, now followed by an increase, so that means 2 into the next back loop, followed by another single crochet. And this is what you're repeating for this last round. So you're doing a single crochet first, all into back loops, followed by a increase stitch, followed by another single crochet stitch, and keep repeating that all the way around back to your stitch marker. So do 1, then 2, and then another 1. Now we should have 24 stitches. If you want to count them now, that's a good idea, so you know you've got all your stitches done. Before we carry on, we will remove the stitch marker and put it into the back loop of our work, because we are now going to work all the way back to that first stitch marker in a big spiral and using up all these front loops which are left over. So twist your work around to go to the opposite direction, and you're going to go into the loops which are left over from all the other rounds you've just made. They will now look like back loops because you have turned your work, but really they are still classed as front loops. You're going to slip stitch into the first stitch, then chain 2, slip stitch into the next one, and carry on just like that all the way back to that very first stitch marker. Chain 2 followed by a slip stitch, another chain 2 followed by a slip stitch. We're working in a big spiral and just filling up, using up all these front loops to create a flower effect. And as your work grows, you will have to move the previous chain 2 stitches out of your way to find your front loops, which you left when you were working into the back loops. And just keep going around back towards that original stitch marker, which is still in place. So we know that when we get there, we have finished. And it will get a little bit harder to see the stitches as you get closer. That's why it's a really good idea to have that stitch marker there, so you know when you got to the end of this round. When you get to the end, a slip stitch to the space where your stitch marker is and fasten off your work and cut your yarn. We can now remove the stitch marker. We don't need this one anymore. And we're now going to change the colour and turn your work the right way around again. And we are going to now create the edging around this central flower, and we're going to square off our work. We will be working into the back loops, which you have at the back of your work here now, and your stitch marker is in the first back loop, which we want to be working into. Let's get that stitch marker out of the way and attach the new yarn. You can do it the regular way, where you just attach your yarn, make sure you have pulled it tight, chain 1 and then single crochet into the same stitch. Or if you want to, you can start your work with a standing single crochet, which is quite a neat way to start your new colour rounds. So let's make a slip knot and put your hook through this slip knot. And now going into this same stitch which we were trying to work into, just go in, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, and you have made your standing single crochet stitch. We are now going to make another 4 single crochet stitches. So next 4 front loops will have single crochet stitches in, which means you in total you will make 5 single crochet stitches. Into the next stitch we are going to make a half a double followed by a double crochet. We're now going to chain 1, make another double crochet and another half a double crochet, and that starts to square off your work now. The next 5 stitches we will make single crochet stitches into. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and the one after that we will create a corner again, so we're going to do a half double first, followed by a double crochet, followed by a chain, another double crochet into the same stitch and another half a double crochet. And you've got to do this 2 more times, so 5 single crochet stitches, and then create another corner with half a double, double, chain 1, double and another half a double. Then you get back to the beginning of your work. You're just going to slip stitch on the top of that very first single crochet you made to finish off this round. Now go into chain 3 to start the next round, and that will count as a first double crochet. And we're now making a double crochet stitches into each stitch from the round below. So just keep going, making a double crochet into each stitch until you get to that chain 1 corner space. When you get to the corner, we're going to work into that space. We'll make 2 double crochet stitches followed by chain 1 and another 2 double crochet stitches all into that same space. And we will carry on with doing our double crochet stitches all the way into the next corner. Just be mindful that your first stitch might be a little bit hidden with the corner you just created, and just keep going, making 1 double crochet into each stitch until you get to the next corner space, and into the corner space you're going to do 2 doubles followed by a chain and another 2 doubles. Do this all the way around and end with a slip stitch on the top of your original chain 3. And here you go, you have created a beautiful 3D granny square. And if you want to turn these granny squares into this fun chicken, I will leave the link to the tutorial in the description. Thank you for watching.